Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service. Where else are you going to see Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series action, folks? The answer is nowhere. We got about 4 minutes left of practice before we jump into qualifying, folks. You got a few minutes, so be sure click the like button on the video, subscribe to the page, share it to all your friends, folks. We're over 200 subscribers now. That's why we're the biggest streaming service in the business, folks. I don't think any other company has 200 subscribers. Thank you, great fans. Big shout out to you, but we're going to kick back, relax, watch the rest of practice, play some patented Hutchinson Motorsports tunes, and we'll be back here shortly here in Kentucky for the Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series, continuing the season tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, as practice comes to an end, Dylan Hoffman top of the board right now. He's looking bad fast here in Kentucky. We got a good amount of cars here signing tonight. About 27 here. Should be interesting as the checkered flag is out here for practice. We're going to jump straight into qualifying action. Let's see who the first cars to hit the speedway are here tonight, folks. 5-minute practice per the usual here. Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series. Thursday night racing right here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. Be sure, click the like button, subscribe to the page, put a comment. Who you think's going to win this thing, folks? I'll let you know my pick to win it here shortly. As we wait for some cars to hit the speedway, here we go. We got Ross Tatum out there. Has a paint job. Oh, and he dumps it off, coming off of the pits here. Wow, not a good night. Ross Tatum is embarrassing himself here live in front of millions and millions across the world. Well done, Ross. You're junk. We got Will Bustler out here in the number one machine out of Virginia. Will Bustler has been bad fast here lately. Let's see if Will can keep it rolling. Dylan Hoffman out there. He was the quick time in practice. Can he do the same here for qualifying? He definitely wants to start up front here, folks. We're here in Kentucky. Not going to lie, this place is kind of a dump, but we're here nonetheless. I tell you what, this is one of those tracks where I get straight off the plane, come to the track, and as soon as it's over, I'm back at the airport ready to fly out, take the red eye, because I want out of this dumpy town. But Hoffman continues to go around, and we got the GOAT, Scott Rickard, out here. He is long overdue for a win. Scott wants a Parker in victory lane. That Tire Pros 05 machine is looking bad fast here tonight. Top of the board, 39.9. Rickard setting the pace, but plenty of cars still to hit the speedway. We're having some timing and scoring errors. Ben Dunn top of the board with a 39.7, but everybody knows the second lap is going to be the heater. Dylan Grimm, he is bad fast every single week. Don't count him out. He's probably going to win this thing, folks. Usually does. Will Bustler just put down a quick time. Not for long, though. Dylan Hoffman, 36.2, but that's not going to last because Scott Rickard's second lap is a 34.5. That's top of the board. Let's see if we can get the timing and scoring to work. Not really. Kind of works there, folks. But you see Rickard on top of the board, followed by Bowling. Then we got Grattan, Lostian, and Whitaker. Yep, not going to work. You just got to deal with it, folks. Hutchinson Motorsports TV was number one streaming service. We're having some technical difficulty with timing and scoring. Don't blame us. It's the track's fault. This place is a dump. But we got Nate Lynch out here in a Bitcoin number 25 machine. Lynch, one of the 30 Lynch brothers out here. Well, I tell you what, talk about a racing family. Growing up in a house with 47 others, Nate Lynch, don't know how he does it. Trying to wheel that thing up front here tonight. Looks like Dylan Hoffman put down a second lap of 30.72. Timing and scoring kind of working, but kind of not. So that's going to put him in second for now. Let's see who else is out here on the speedway. We got Trey Jackson, number 5 machine. Jackson had a good week last week. I believe he's teammates with Scott Rickard, the GOAT. See if Rickard can get that number 5 up front for Trey. And we got Matt Allen. He's becoming a fan favorite here, junking people week in and week out. I'll tell you what, last week I don't think he junked anybody. First time of the year. But, folks, we got a surprise for you here tonight. Oh, he's not out there yet. I'll wait. I'll wait on this, fellas. Just wait. Zach Kreitz out here in the junk number 9 machine out of Denver. I flew that car in for the race. But he's sitting in 5th place. Not too shabby. Aaron Hale out here. Currently in 7th. He had time to score and still having some issues. But Andrew Hess out here. The Wiener Schnitzel number 54 machine, the new Lenox, Illinois, and Andrew Hess trying to wheel that lump of junk to the front, and he's having some problems, folks, because currently he's in 15th. Last season's points champion, Josh Robinson out of Canton, Ohio, ripping it around the speedway, his first lap here. Let's hop on board with Mr. Robinson, see how he's wheeling that car. Does he have it in him to run up front here in Kentucky? I don't think he does. I don't think he can handle this track. Just too much track for Josh Robinson. He's going to cross the line his first lap. Going to put him in the back. But it's all about the second lap. Can he put down a heater here? Heading into turn 1. Rolling the bottom. Josh Robinson, last season's points champion. Staying out of the wall. That's half the battle here, folks. Down the back stretch, heading into turns 3 and 4. We're back on board with Josh Robinson. Coming out of the corner, trying to keep it out of the wall. Gets a little sideways. Back down in the tri-oval. Robinson going to cross the line. Lap time's going to be junk. He is starting 9th. So, it's official. Robinson in 9th. But, folks, let's get the music rolling, and we're going to get to your starting lineup here shortly. Let's find a good one, folks. Best tunes in the business, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We take no shortcuts here. Nothing but bangers here in Hutchinson Motorsports. Nothing but the best for you great fans. We're letting the racers grid up a little bit before we get started. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. We're back for some Thursday night racing. Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series. We're here at Kentucky Speedway for the Kentucky 220. Are you as excited as I am, folks? Be sure to click that like button, subscribe to the page, put a comment in the chat, share it to your friends. Where else would you rather be than on Hutchinson Motorsports TV? Which means it's time for your starting lineup on the front row. On the inside, kicking off from the pole, he's bad fast. It's the #1, Will Bustler. To his outside, he's been up front every single week. Nothing's changing here in Kentucky. The 15, Dylan Hoffman. Row #2 on the inside, it's the GOAT, the 05. He's in a dry spell, but he's looking to win it. Scott Rickard. To his outside, folks, it's the gambling man. You can't keep him off the slot machines. It's the 11, Tom Ogle. Row #3 on the inside, the #5, Trey Jackson. To his outside, the 46, Jason Gratton. Row #4 on the inside, the 44, Kyle Bowling. To his outside out of Denver, the 9, Zach Kreitz. Row #5 on the inside, last season's champion, the 30, Josh Robinson. To his outside, starting 10th. In the #4 machine is Aaron Hale. Row #6 on the inside, the #8, Josh Gratton. To the outside, the 21 of Ross Tatum. Row #7 on the inside, the 3, Christian Lawson. On his outside, the 28, Josh Whitaker. In the 77, we got Larry Griffin III. To his outside, starting in the back. I tell you what, keep an eye on him, folks. He can't qualify worth a damn, but it's the 23, Dylan Grimm. And the rest of the lineup, folks, they're in the back, so you're going to have to look at them yourself. So take a look here. Where's your favorite driver at? He's not very fast if I haven't mentioned him. Well, we got a moment before we start, folks. We had a message here. Griffin Salyer is back, and he wanted me to let the ladies know he's out here. It's the ladies' man, the #32. He's starting in the back, Griffin Salyer. He wanted me to let you know if you're in the Bowling Green University area, hit him up if you're a lady, because he is ready for you. Griffin Salyer out here starting in the back. Let's see if the ladies' man can get up front for all the wonderful ladies at home. But we are about ready to roll and go green here. Pace car is out. There's not many good camera angles here because this place is a dump. But we're going to go up to the Hutchinson Motorsports Chopper Camp for the start of this one as Bustler's on the inside. Hoffman on the outside into the restart zone. Green flag in the air. We are underway at the Kentucky 220. Even starting both lines here. Down the front stretch, heading into turn 1, side by side for the race lead. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, right on the back bumper of your race leader. Hoffman trying to get a run on the outside. Out the corner, he's going to take over the race lead. What a good start there by Hoffman. We look through the field, see who wants to junk who. What's going to happen here tonight? Dylan Grimm's got some work to do as they're going nearly 4 wide. It is a hornet's nest of cars out here, folks. Let's hop on board with Dylan Grimm as he's rolling in the 14th position. Look at all these cars. They're 3 wide heading into lap #2. The Fort Collins native Dylan Grimm heading to the front says, get out of the way. Slide job, Dylan Grimm heading to the front. Back out front here, Dylan Hoffman, still your race leader, was able to get around the one of Bustler right away. Dropping back a little bit, Tom Ogle cruising in the 4th position. Ogle feeling good about his chances. He told me he might have put some money down on this race. He wouldn't let me know who he bet on. but you never know. As the GOAT, Scott Rickard, gets to the inside of the one of Bustler, he's going to take over the second spot. Here comes the GOAT. Can Rickard end his dry spell and park this thing in victory lane? Don't ever count out the 05. He's not called the GOAT for nothing. Folks, I didn't give him that nickname. Trust me. Maybe I did. But Trey Jackson just put down a scorcher fastest lap of the session. 30.79. Trey Jackson heading straight to the front. He's trying to roll the top here. As we're starting to develop a battle for the race lead. Hoffman trying to defend the top side. As the 05 of Rickard trying to take over that race lead. Let's hop back on board with the GOAT. What does Scott Rickard have up his sleeve? We got 147 laps here in this mile and a half. Rickard going for the race lead. Side by side into the trial. Well, Bustler has put himself back into this race. I think Rickard's your new race leader as they head into turn one. Can Rickard clear him? Yes, sir. Takes over the spot, and Hoffman's going to drop from first to third as the one of Bustler gets around him as well. Oh, and a big block there by Hoffman. Boy, we got 142 laps left to go. Hoffman out here blocking for third. That's what we like seeing here, folks. Let's drop in the back, see how the ladies' man is doing here. Griffin Salyer cruising around the speedway, trying to get around these guys as he started all the way back in 25th, currently running in the 22nd position. Let's hop on board with the ladies' man himself, Griffin Salyer. Boy, he's duking it out with the 17 of William Duff, the fourth. Is he going to take him out? It's all on the line for that 32 machine here. The Bass Pro Shops 32 machine. Griffin Salyer trying to park that thing in victory lane tonight. I don't think it's going to happen. While your race leader, Scott Rickard, just put down the fastest lap of the session, a 30.63. That 05 is hooked up and bad fast. I forgot to mention my pick to win it here tonight, folks. And you're looking at him right there, the GOAT, Scott Rickard. I think he's going to end the dry spell, park it in victory lane, and win this here tonight. And take home the Kentucky 220 trophy. The 5 of Jackson rolling the top of the track. How about that? He's going to lose a spot. Not where you want to run here, Trey, but he's trying it out. You can't blame him. As we look through the field, fastest lap of the session just turned by the ladies' man himself, a 30.63. He's the fastest car in the track, folks. They don't call him the ladies' man for nothing. Let's hop back on board with Griffin Salyer. He's up to 19th, folks. Oh, look out, a big block there by the 60 of Dunn. You can't block the ladies' man. Griffin Salyer gets around him. Oh, unable to make the pass. He's going to lose a spot. Big run there by the 32 as he continues to work himself through the field. The fastest lap of the session just turned once again, but this time by the one machine, Will Bustler. He's the best car on the track right now. He's right on the back bumper of your race leader. Let's hop on board Will Bustler as he's underneath the leader, heading into turns 3 and 4. Side by side coming out of 4, the GOAT Rickard on the outside. He gets the momentum. He's going to maintain the race lead. And a big defense there by the 05 of Rickard, wanting to hang on to the lead for now. We're still clean and green here in lap number 10. The 05 Scott Rickard out front. Looking through the field here, Brian Lynch in the 24. Kind of looking like junk here tonight. Not going to lie, sitting in the 19th position. Let's hop on board and see why this 24 machine is junk. The Manchester Iowan, Brian Lynch, trying to get that thing going. He just can't do it. Maybe he's scared to floor it. I'm not sure what's going on with that Hooters number 24. Speaking of which, though, unfortunately, Hooters has filed for bankruptcy this week. Brian Lynch going to need to find a new sponsor. You know, Hooters really put a lot of money into that 24 team this year, and Brian Lynch let them down big time, so they had to declare bankruptcy because Brian Lynch did not bring in a single new customer. Meanwhile, Ben Dunn getting loose down the track, able to save it. The most talented Lynch brother, they call him, Ryan Lynch in the 31. The Cookout 31 machine, he's cruising steady here in the 22nd spot. But I tell you what, that 31 machine is bad fast. We got Mark Schrader back here. Mark Schrader always in the running for the Hutchinson Motorsports battle for last. But he doesn't have it right now, folks. Actually, he does because Ben Shepherd did not grid. So Mark Schrader is in last technically. He's duking it out with none other than Nate Lynch. Let's hop on board with Mr. Schrader. See how much he wants to give up that Hutchinson Motorsports Battle for Last award. Boy, Nate Lynch is putting up a stinker here tonight. That 25 car is junk here in Kentucky. So we're headed back up front here. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, still your race leader. He's got about a quarter of a second lead, trying to hold off the charging one machine of Will Bustler. But here comes Dylan Hoffman. He's starting to run down both these two race leaders. He might be the best car on the track now. The Asheboro, North Carolina, Dylan Hoffman. As they're mostly single file through the field. Todd Gratton in the chat. He's rooting for the Grattons. I believe he also roots for Zach Kreitz as well. Let us know when it's go time, Todd. When are they going to get to the front? It's time to win this thing. The Grattons need to find victory lane, Todd. Let's get it done. Let's make it happen. Don't count out Josh Gratton. He's up to 6th here tonight after starting back in 11th. We're back on board. Josh Gratton currently running 7th. Make it 7th. He's side by side with Ogle. Coming out of the corner, going to lose a spot. Zach Kreitz running in the 5th position here. They flew in that car from Denver. And I said, you know what? I mentioned it looked like junk earlier. But it's looking bad fast here during the race. The Napa 9 of Zach Kreitz is headed to the front here, folks. Jumping back out front, Scott Rickard, the GOAT, still out front here in the Tire Pros 05 machine. Has to be feeling good about his chances here. That thing is a rocket ship so far tonight. Then we got Christian Lawson back here in the 3 car, currently running 10th. Got a couple of them hard charging on his back bumper, though. The 44, Kyle Bolin, and the 21 of Ross Tatum. We finally fixed Ross Tatum's paint issues. He's been coming to the track with a plain white car with no decals. But here he is in the mellow yellow 21 machine, Ross Tatum. He's got his sponsors back, folks. Jumping back to last here, Mark Schrader. Now he's duking it out with the 53. Who wants the spot? Who's going to take home last, folks? Is it going to be the Red Bull 10 of Mark Schrader, one of the fan favorites? Or is it going to be one of the dirtiest drivers in the business, the 53 out of Dolgeville, New York, Matt Allen? You know what I'd like to see, folks? I'd like to see these two wreck each other for last. That's what we need. Matt Allen, he's feeling good right now. He's just cruising. He's going to head to the front, though. He told me he plans on winning this thing tonight. Then we got the gambling man, Tom Ogle. Oh, they're junking each other up here in the front. Oh, my, the one gets into the one gets into the 11, and it looked like it also hits the 9 of Kreitz. My, oh, my. It looked like they just junked each other. So we got the 1 and the 5 getting together. Let's get a better view here. Caution's out, by the way. So let's rewind it a tad. So there's the 5 of Trey Jackson and then the 1 of Will Bustler. Heading into the tri-oval here. That's unfortunate, you know. I mean, really just a racing deal. And a couple of cars caught up there. The 5 of Jackson poked his nose. Oh, and then he gets ARCA braked. Looked like the 46 is Jason Gratton was texting behind the wheel. See what he was doing here. Let's hop on board with Mr. Jason Gratton. See if he's got his phone in his hand. Probably does. So you see the wreck up here. He's still floored. Still floored. Still floored. He finally lifts. ARCA brake. Look out, loser. Bam! I think he does on purpose. I think Jason Gratton hit him on purpose. Todd, let us know in the chat. Did Jason do that on purpose? I think he did. Don't be lying, Todd. Don't you lie to us. But Scott Rickard, the GOAT out front here, cruising into the race lead. He's been leading basically this entire race. As they all come down pit road, looks like the entire field electing to come pit. You know, Tom Ogle can't be happy. He was running up front, and he has a junk car. You're going to have to fix that thing. As you come down pit road, let's see who wins the race off of pit road. Let's go to the Hutchinson Motorsports pit lane view. Folks, you might notice some new looks here tonight. We got a new shader package, patented Hutchinson Motorsports shaders. We created this ourselves. Boy, it looks much better. Let me show you the difference here after this pit stop. Much better looking graphics, you great fans. That's why we're the #1 streaming service, folks. We're never cutting corners. But the 05 of Rickard out front, then we got the 15, followed by that was a close call there. But we got a new race leader, Larry Griffin, elected to stay out there. All right, folks, but take a look here. You're going to excuse all that. But take a look. See the difference here of these shaders? That's how it used to look right there, with a patented Hutchinson Motorsports shaders kicking in. Here it is. Bam! Unbelievable. The best graphics in the business. How do we do it? My, oh my. No wonder we're the #1 streaming service in the world. Which brings me to my next point. Quit wasting your money on junk streaming services, folks. If you got Netflix, get rid of it. You don't need it anymore. Hulu, get it gone. YouTube TV, nope. Don't even get me started. All you need, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. We're here Thursday night, racing Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series. We just had a big pile up here, a handful of junk race cars and some hurt feelings. Larry Griffin III out here, he stayed out, didn't pit. The top 3 all didn't pit, so they're going to be slower than hell on old tires. They are going to be rolling chicanes out front. Well, we're delaying the green, so let's pull somebody in here. Scott Blake in the booth, you got me?
Yes, I do.
Hey, that 05 machine looking bad fast. Is it feeling as good as it's looking?
No. I hate that this track and stuff does not feel good together.
Well, hey, it's going. It's working so far for you. You've led basically every lap until now, so hopefully it'll continue.
Yeah, we'll see what people say now. You never know when that happens.
Yep, you never know. Well, hey, I'll head you back to your team. Best of luck, Scott.
Thank you.
There's Scott Rickard. He was your race leader. He's currently in 4th, but he's got 3 cars on old tires in front of him. So he's going to be your race leader here shortly, probably. But don't count out the cars around him. Trey Jackson, Dylan Hoffman, Ross Tatum, all the way up to 7th already after pitting. But let's see if the pace car heads in here this time around, and we're going to drop the hammer and go green. Look at the beautiful shaders we got here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're at this dump track, Kentucky Speedway for the Kentucky 220. We're not going green yet either, folks. Not sure what happened. These guys must have junked each other. Who knows? It's like Buffoli wrecked under caution. Let's see what happened. No, that's not a wreck. So, not sure what's going on. But we're probably going green this time around, folks. So the field is set. Your front row, it's going to be Griffin and Ryan Lynch. Remember, though, folks, the top 3 all have old tires. They're going to be struggling here. Probably going to be about a half a second slower than the rest of this field. But we're going to be heading into lap number 24 at a 147. World's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Be sure, have you clicked the like button yet? If you haven't, what are you doing? Don't make me kick you out of here. Click that like button and subscribe to the page. That's all we're asking here, folks. But the field is set. I think we're going to be going green finally. Once again, going to be Griffin and Lynch on your front row. The DeWalt 77 machine, Larry Griffin, he just wanted some TV time. We're going to oblige and give it to him. The base car is in. Field is set. Into the Geico restart zone here shortly. And green flag in the air, and a good jump there by Griffin. See if he can maintain that race lead for a little while. Let's see how fast these guys on fresh tires are able to navigate themselves around the top 3. Hoffman not being patient, trying to take them 3 wide. A good start there by Hoffman. I believe he started about 5th in that restart, and he's already up to 2nd here. You're about to see that 15 car take the race lead here shortly. Larry Griffin continues to lead out front. The Cornelius, North Carolinian. Larry Griffin the 3rd. But I tell you what, if I'm Larry Griffin, I'm feeling good. I might even take out that 15 car. He pulls under me, I would just door him, send him into the grass. Oh, look out, we got one sideways in the back. What a save there by the 10 of Mark Schrader. Unbelievable save. We're still green, folks. Look at this. Oh, I thought he was toast. Let's get a better view. We're still green, by the way. But coming out of the corner, you see the 10 there, Mark Schrader. He's trying to stay out of last. Almost comes up and junks the field. Able to save it and keep it rolling. Uh-oh, caution's out anyway. Ben Dunn just junked it. Let's see what happened. Oh, they were 3 wide. Here it is. Oh, the 94 of Altus. I don't think he touched him. I don't know if we got some net code or he just kind of spun out. Let's get a little better view here. Caution's out, by the way. So here it is. I don't know. I mean, he definitely didn't touch him. There might have been some net code or the 60 might have just lost it. Oh, he almost got junked by the 10 of Schrader. I tell you what, Mark Schrader is on a mission out here to junk some race cars. Keep it up, Mark. Hey, how about Larry Griffin the 3rd? He's still out front. Might have made the right call earlier staying out. Well, if you're Larry Griffin, what do you do now? It might be worth it to come down pit road. I know you'd be giving up your track position, but you would have some, 5 laps or so of fresher tires. But we're going to see what happens. Let's get the Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing. We're going to take a short break and be back here shortly. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. And the pace car is in. Field is set. Gonna be Griffin on the inside, Hoffman on the outside. Let's see if these guys can keep it clean and green, or if they're gonna just keep junking each other. Green flag back in the air here in Kentucky. Another good jump by Larry Griffin III. Working them old tires, feeling good as he continues to lead this race. Rickard here on the inside, folks. I think we're learning something. These guys on the inside are getting a much better jump on their restarts. Something to think about later. As Rickard trying to get around the 15 machine, take over the second spot, which would be very important. As we all know, Larry Griffin has them old junk tires out front. As Trey Jackson trying to take him 3 wide, he thinks otherwise. Boy, that would have been a good move there by Jackson if he just junked them both. We got a hornet's nest of cars here in the back. They're keeping it straight now as Aaron Hale's cruising around, sitting in the 14th position. William Duff, the 4th, currently running 7th. He stayed out there on them old tires, trying to stay up front, but he continues to fall back. Not much else going on through the field as they're side by side completely here. Let's look through the field here. Tom Ogle is trying to fix up that junk car, that last caution. Let's see how this car's looking, see if he's got it fixed up. Take a look here. 1 second, folks. And not too bad there. He took a hard hit. I think he's got it fixed up pretty good. His last lap around the speedway was a 31:01. Hopefully he can navigate himself back up through the field. Currently running 21st. Fastest lap of the session just turned by the 23, Dylan Grimm. 30.46 for Dylan Grimm. He is bad fast. But I know what you're all wondering, folks. If you're sitting at home, you all want to know how this man right here is doing. Griffin Salyer, the ladies' man, currently running 8th. How about it? Salyer taking over the 7th spot. That 32 is hooked up, and I can see why the ladies love this guy. He might win this thing, folks. He's starting in the back. He's gained 18 positions since the start of this race. Griffin Salyer headed to the front. So up front, Scott Rickard, the GOAT, currently your race leader. Then we got Josh Robinson in 2nd, followed by Trey Jackson in 3rd, and then Dylan Hoffman in 4th. Tatum rounding out the top 5. Let's hop on board with Ross Tatum, the 21 machine. As we listen to the engines roar there for the 21, or Ross Tatum. Currently sitting in the 7th spot as he has to let the 32 go by. Griffin Salyer is just too fast, folks. He's headed to the front. Kyle Bolin in the 44 trying to hold the ladies' man off. I don't think he's got it in him. So back out front, Scott Rickard still your race leader. Boy, Rickard was complaining about his car, saying he's so bad at this track, but I haven't been able to tell because he's led almost every lap. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, the 05 out front. the wheelman. Can he get the job done here? There's just about 108 laps left to go, Scott. You're almost there. William Duff, the fourth, struggling here. Back to the 19th position. Here we have Joshua Altis currently running 15th, and Zach Kreitz in the 9 up to 12th after being involved in the wreck earlier on. I think he's got that 9 car fixed up. Should be ready to roll. While Tom Ogle is struggling to pass these guys. Ogle had significant damage after getting smoked in that wreck. Let's hop on board, see what's going on with this 11 car. And we head back towards the front here. We got Dylan Graham in the number 11 machine. One of the very few Toyotas in the field. We've got, I believe, 3 Toyotas, which are Grimm, Schrader, and Bustler. As the GOAT, Scott Rickard, still out front by about half a second, holding off last season's champion, Josh Robinson. Let's hop on board with Josh Robinson in the 30 car. See how he's wheeling this thing out of Canton, Ohio. The Hall of Famer. We got Dylan Hoffman back here. He's lost some ground on the top 2. Caution is out. What happened? Oh, the 54 just junked it. Oh, look out! Oh! The 53 gets smoked and right hooked under caution. That's unfortunate. Let's see what happened here. See if Hess... Oh, I think Hess had a little help there. Let's go to the far chase cams. Caution is out. Well, you know what happened? 54 got a little loose right in front of the 23. 23 had really nothing he could do there. And look, about 40 seconds. Oh no, he reversed it. Oh my! All right, let's get a little better view of this. Hang on here, folks. We're struggling. Here we go. Andrew Hess says, you know what? I'm going to collect some cars. And who was that? That's the 53. So the 53 of Allen. Let's see if I can find him. Let's hop on board with him. See what he sees out of his front windshield. Yeah, just a bad deal there. Shouldn't have too much damage, though. But we got some guys headed down the pits here. A lot of our leaders stayed out there. Coming down pit road, Grimm needs to fix his car up. Probably has a little bit of front-end damage. And then everybody behind Grimm basically coming down pit road. So let's get the tunes playing, take a short break. We'll be back shortly. Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series action. Thursday Night Racing, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. green flag is out here in Kentucky. A big jump there by Rickard. Continues to lead this thing out front. We saw about the top 10 stay out there from the pits, maybe a few more back. But a lot of guys elected to come down pit road, get themselves some fresh tires. So we're going to see how this thing works itself out. These guys continue to race hard through the field. We got 100 laps left to go here. Long way to go. Hopefully they can keep it clean. We need to start ticking off some laps here. We got a battle for the race lead. Rickard going to hold on to the race lead, so let's drop back a little bit. Zach Kreitz in the number 9 machine, currently running in the 11th position. Nobody wanting to give an inch. These guys want to take every spot they can. They know it's going to get hard to pass here later on. Good hard racing here tonight. Kentucky Speedway, 1.5 mile track. First time Stars and Stripes has been here for a while, I believe. As Scott Rickard continues to lead this thing out front, Kyle Boland putting on a good show here, running in the 4th position. Let's hop on board with that 44 machine of Kyle Boland. Boland feeling good about his car right now. Interesting to me, these guys staying in 5th gear. Thought there might be some downshifting here, but it appears not. Yeah, I don't think anybody's downshifting. Good to see. Downshifting sucks. Big battle for second here. Robinson trying to find himself around that 15 car. Boy, Hoffman making that thing about 3 lanes wide, blocking left and right. Let's hop back on board here with the car in 3rd, Josh Robinson. Taking it easy, big run off the corner. He diamonds the corner to get a run coming out. What a move by Robinson. A veteran move there, pulled off. Able to get underneath. Looks like he's going to take over the spot here. Boy, that was a good move. Robinson, he went up the track a little bit, middle of the corner, and then coming out, able to jump on the gas a little early, takes over the 2nd position. As we look through the field here, folks, there's the ladies, man, speaking of which, but it's time to crank it up, so let's go down to the track here, get some static camera views, kick back and relax, enjoy the sounds of the racetrack here. We'll be back here shortly. Enjoy. Time to crank it up. We're watching them ripping around the speedways. They're throwing blocks in the back. Boy, the ladies' man just got doored. Griffin Salyer just got doored. He gets took out there. The 60 just junked him. The ladies' man had been junked. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what happened. Boy, we saw this was, you know what? This develops by a terrible block. Hang on. So let's go back a little bit. Let's watch this play out here. Let's go to the Hutchinson Motorsports far chase cam. Best far chase cam in the business, by the way. But we're going live. We're watching Griffin Salyer, but keep an eye on that 17. Goes down. Takes him 3. Well, that wasn't really a block. I must have missed it. So I thought there was a block. I thought he blocked the 60, but he didn't. So the 17 goes down. The 60 follows him. Then the 60 gets clipped by the 54, and then the 60 junks the 32. So there it is. We saw what happened. That's why we watch the replays, folks, because when we watch it live, sometimes we miss things like that. But let's see who's coming down pit lane. Looks like just about everybody. Joshua Altus staying out there. Looks like Alex Buffoli as well. William Duff, the fourth, staying out there. Not sure why. And Ryan Lynch. Lynch says, hell, the only way I can gain spots is if I stay out here and don't pit. Because I tell you what, folks, I'm being honest here, 100% honest. That 31 car here tonight of Ryan Lynch, that car is junk, and it's slow. So Ryan Lynch, he's just like, you know what, I may as well try something different. Has a junk 24 Hooters machine, gets around Speedway, getting the lucky dog. He's going to probably need more of them. But it looks like the top 10 out here electing not to pit. The race off of pit road, looks like Scott Rickard's going to win it, the GOAT. So we're here, caution number, 4? Fourth caution of the night. That one was just a bad racing deal. I'd say 2 of them at least have been racing deals. 2 of them kind of mistakes. But let's look here, see what we got going on. Tom Ogle still was working on that junk car. Let's pull in Tom here. I bet he's pissed. I bet he's not happy. Tom, Blake from the booth, you got me?
Yeah, how's it going, Balake?
Hey, you got that junk car fixed up yet?
Yeah, I just fixed the rest of my damage. It tightened the car up, so it actually didn't hurt it as bad, but then the more I got fixed, it went back to being loose, so I probably should have let it go.
Well, hey, the good news is with all these cautions, you still got about 90 laps left. Hopefully you can get yourself back up to the front.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a long run in here.
Yeah, well, hey, I'll send you back to your team.
I don't have the short run speed like these other guys do. See what ladies man get taken out there?
Yeah, he just got junked. Looked like the 60 had done got into him, but he had a little bit of help.
Yeah, it's dicey in the back. Holy cow.
Yes, it is. But hey, I'll send you back up to your team. Best of luck for the rest of the night.
Thanks.
There's the gambling man, Tom Ogle. You heard it from him. He just fixed up that junk car. I would pull another one up here for a quick interview, but we're going green this time around. I've heard some complaints out there about we always interview the same people, which I don't think is true. I think I've interviewed probably 7 or 8 drivers here in the last handful of races. But, folks, if you want to get interviewed, you got to do something noteworthy. And like Tom Ogle, you want to run up front and then junk it and get that car fixed. And now it's going to be interesting to see if that 11 can work himself back up to the field. But your race leader is going to be Joshua Altus, Alex Buffoli. Buffoli straight off the boat from Italy. Cannot speak a lick of English. So hopefully Buffoli knows what's going on out front. I tried talking to Buffoli, and he just had no clue what I was talking about. He just kept nodding and smiling, and I said, all right, bud. I gave him some Domino's pizza, and he did not look very happy. But the field is set here. Altus in the front row on the inside. Pace car is in and out of the way. Buffoli on the outside. Let's see if he can get a better jump on that outside line. Nobody else has been able to. As they're entering the restart zone. Green flag in the air. Once again, that bottom line just gets a much better jump. So Altus back out front here. Remember, the top 10 stayed out there and didn't pit. So from about here back, you're about to see a hornet's nest of cars coming through the field. They're 3 wide. Oh, man, the 30 of Robinson had to lift out of it there. It was almost bad news. Side by side, they're duking it out here. Let's see what's going on in the back. We heard from Ogle in the back. They're getting a little dicey. It's been a hornet's nest back there. All the wrecks, I feel like I've been from about 15th on back, except the first one. So let's hop on board here with Mr. Josh Gratton, currently running in the 19th position. Looks at all the cars in front of him, see what he's seeing. Might be a little scared back there right now. Oh, Josh Gratton, he's trying to downshift. Maybe that's why he's running in the back. Tell you what, the front runners are not downshifting here, Josh. Todd, run in there and let Josh know the front runners aren't downshifting. That might be his problem. Because here's the GOAT, Scott Rickard. See him, 5th gear, staying in 5th gear, still in 5th gear through the whole corner, coming out of the corner, 5th gear still. He's not downshifting. So Todd, run in there, let him know some inside info. Don't tell people that we told you that. But they're side by side here, duking it out. There's the 53 of Matt Allen. Oh, we got one into the wall. Oh, my. Somebody just absolutely clobbers the wall. That's the 60 of Ben Dunn. I tell you what, it's been an interesting race for Ben Dunn as he's riding the wall. Ross Chastain in here. The Annapolis, Maryland native, Ben Dunn. He's been slicing and dicing. Looks like he might be coming down pit road. Yeah, there comes the junk 60 car. Good job for Dunn, though, able to keep that thing straight and rolling, and we're still green. As we look through the field here, Andrew Hess running in the 12th position. Some hard racing through the whole field here tonight. Alex Buffoli, after starting front row outside, that car is headed straight to the back. That 08, folks, it is junk here tonight. Lap number 64 out of 147. We're slowly getting there, folks. Not even halfway done still. We know these guys, I assume they're going to have to pit one more time at least. Oh, look out. Trey Jackson dooring the 3 car. And they're 3 wide. Buffoli continues to fall back as he's all the way back to 16th. They're starting in 2nd. Fastest lap of the session just turned by none other than the GOAT, Scott Rickard, the 05. He is bad fast here, folks. Kentucky is his track. He was lying earlier when he said he didn't like Kentucky. Don't let him fool you. The GOAT loves this place because he is bad fast. Then we got Dylan Hoffman. He's cruising around here. He's been pretty quick. Been chasing Scott all day long. But he's got a long way to go to find a way around him. Don't count out the 5 car, Trey Jackson. He's been involved in a couple minor incidents. Nothing crazy, though, as he's holding off the 3 car Lawson. So back out front, Joshua Altus, still your race leader, the Lynchburg Virginian. Stayed out there that last time, and it seems to be working out for him so far. But how about William Duff, the 4th? He's been on a different pit cycle all race long. Definitely helping him out. Larry Griffin, the 3rd, currently running in the 7th spot. We got Matt Allen getting passed by everybody right now. I'm not sure what's going on with that 53 car. It might be junk. But your race leader, Altus, still out there by about 0.4 of a second. Not much going on out front. Let's drop back a little bit as Lawson's still trying to find a way around that 5 car. And we got Ross Tatum in the 21, followed by the 4 of Hale. Starting to log some laps here, folks. While we're clean and green, let's take a short break, but don't you worry, you're not going to miss a lap. We're just going to get the Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing, and we're going to stay live right here on the Speedway. Thursday Night Racing, Stars and Stripes, Next Gen Series Racing. And caution is out here, folks, as we return from break. Andrew Hess just junked it. Well, it's been a rough day for that 54 Wiener Schnitzel car. 54 has been junk all night long. Andrew Hess. Not a good night for Mr. Hess. Let's see who we got up here. Let's pull somebody down. Andrew Blake up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah.
Hey, it's been a rough night for you so far. What's going on down there?
It's just my season luck continuing.
Yeah.
Kind of punted me there, and car hasn't been the same after that.
Yeah, looked like something happened there and you just lost it. But, hey, hopefully you can get that thing worked on, maybe salvage some kind of decent finish.
Yeah, we hope. I mean, it's a shame because we actually had speed this week. So
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But, hey, I'll head you back up to your team and hopefully you can get a good pit stop in here.
poor thing.
Andrew has frustrated here tonight because he's got a junk race car. He was hit earlier. He's had some damage. Car's been junk ever since. Andrew Hess in the back. Brian Blake up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, Mr. Brian Lynch. Not been a good night for you here tonight. What's going on?
Oh, that first caution, I went low to avoid it, and there's some pretty good bumps down there on the flat part, and I hit one of them just right and put it right in the wall.
Yeah, hey, that's unfortunate. And then in other news, it looks like your sponsor went bankrupt this week. What's the plan?
Oh, I don't know. They'll keep paying me, I'm sure.
Hey, hopefully so. But hey, best of luck. Hopefully you can salvage a decent finish here tonight.
Yeah, I've still got quite a bit of damage I'm trying to fix, so we'll see, I guess.
Hey, the good news is we've been having a lot of caution, so you might get that thing fixed up, hopefully.
Yeah, it's probably going to take a few more, but...
All right, Brian. Well, I'll head you back up to your team. Best of luck.
All right, thanks, man.
Brian Lynch in the 24 car. Been a rough day for him. Tell you what, tough day for Lynch and Hess. They're both on the same team, I believe. Spite Racing. Looking at Scott Rickard, the GOAT. He is your race leader. He is focused, ready to roll. Leave his teammate, though, Kyle Bolin, sitting at second. Good night here for Bolin. Let's get Bolin in here. Kyle Blake in the booth, you got me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, it's been a good night for you so far. Hopefully it can continue.
Yeah, this is definitely a surprise. I was dreading this one tonight, and well, I guess we'll still see how this goes. But yeah, getting up there and leading was that was fun.
Yeah, hey, you and Scott both definitely have a good shot at this one. So you still got a while to go, about 60 laps or so.
Oh yeah, there's a long ways to go, a lot to happen. But I don't know. I'm pleased. It's gonna suck if we don't get a good result, at least a top 5 tonight. But we'll see what happens.
All right, well, Kyle, I'll head you back up to your team. Best of luck for the rest of this one.
All right, thanks.
Kyle Bolin in the 44. Been a great night for him. His teammate Scott Rickard right on his inside. Again, we got about 60 some odd laps left to go here. Front row gonna be Rickard on the inside, Bolin on the outside. As we're heading into lap 84, should be going green this time around. Let's hop up to the most beautiful view in the business, ladies and gentlemen. The Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. Wow, what a view. Tell you what, that thing gives me goosebumps every single week. Folks, I found a sound to describe Brian Lynch's night. Here it is. And a rough night for the 24, the Hooters machine of Brian Lynch. He has been junk all night long. See if he can get it going, though. He's hanging back there with Tom Ogle. I tell you what, these two guys are struggling here tonight. Ogle's back there with the ladies' man, Griffin Salyer, who's actually a lap down, and he's got a junk car. But the green flag is out here. We are underway at Kentucky. After our 5th caution of the night, we are green once again in another big jump by the 05 of Scott Rickard. Getting away from his teammate. Boy, that outside line has struggled to jump every single restart. Looks like Bowling going to lose the second spot as the 30 of Robinson finds a way around him. Bowling not going down without a fight, though. The Malcolm Nebraskan trying to hold off the 30 of Robinson. Not going to happen as Robinson finds his way around the 44 of Kyle Bowling. So Rickard continues to lead this one. See what else is going on back here. We are 3 wide. Why wouldn't we be? Christian Lawson trying to navigate around that high side as he's got 2 cars underneath him. The Brooklyn Iowan. Oh, the 5 just gets turned by the 31. Was he able to save it? What a save by Trey Jackson. Unbelievable save. Oh my, the 31 of Ryan Lynch just spun him out. The save of the year, folks. We're still green, but let's see this replay. Look at this. We saw it live. I tell you what, I got a 6th sense of when this stuff's going to happen. The 31 getting a little squirrely there, heading into the corner. I don't know. You know what? I think the 5 kind of came down into him. The 3 of Lawson might have squeezed him a touch. Then the 5 comes down. Able to save it, though. What a save. So we're still green as we go back out front. Scott Rickard, the race leader. But I tell you what, Kyle Bowling able to hold on to the 2nd spot. Somehow held off that 30 of Josh Robinson. As we go through the field here, Zach Kreitz sitting in the 6th spot here. Let's hop on board with that number 9 machine of Zach Kreitz, the Denver native. Kreitz also downshifting. Interesting to see. There's been a couple of guys out here downshifting, but most of them aren't. Mark Schrader has salvaged a good night. He's up to 14th after he was running for last earlier on. That 10 machine. Bad fast. Mark Schrader, is he going to win it? See what else we got going through the field. Let's go back down on the track. Get some crank it up action. The Hutchinson Motorsports static cams, best static cams in the business. Here it is. And heading back out front, nothing's changed out there. Top 3, still Rickard, Bowling, and Robinson. As they start to space out a little bit. Boy, I think our race leaders would love this thing to stay green. Boy, Hoffman's been struggling here. He had some speed at the start of this run. Currently running in the 6th spot. Not a bad night for Hoffman, but I'm sure he was hoping for a much better run than he's currently in. Still a while away. Still a while to go here. Over 50 laps left. Good night for Altus. Josh Altus been top 10 basically the whole night long. Uh-oh, I think Tom Ogle has called it quits. He's in the pits, and he is done for. The gambling man is finished, and he's lost money on this race because he did bet on himself. Meanwhile, William Duff, the 4th, running in the 12th spot. And we got Matt Allen in the 53 machine, sitting in 18th. Matt Allen feeling good about his chances here tonight for a top 20. Brian Lynch in the Hooters 24 machine. He's up to 20th, folks. He's slowly working his way into a decent finish. But meanwhile, your race leader, Scott Rickard, still out front by 0.4 of a second. Trying to hold off his teammate. Boy, it's been a long spell. Remember Rickard last season, he started off the year, seemed like he was going to win every damn race. Then as the year went on, just bad luck was happening and Rickard just could not find victory lane. It has been a while. Victory lane has eluded the 05 car for quite a while, but is tonight finally the night he finds it. And we got Ross Tatum sitting in the 5th position. Solid night for Ross. He's been up front the whole night long. Let's hop on board of that 21 machine. The mellow yellow 21 car of a Ross Tatum. But folks, we appreciate you tuning in once again. Thursday night racing, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're going to be here Tuesday night for the 150 Cup Series. What a great league there to join, folks. If you're interested in joining a league, go to discord.gg/5150. It is a long season. We follow the Cup Series schedule. 34 races. But we're heading back out front. Scott Rickard, still your race leader. 0.4 of a second, still ahead of Kyle Bowling. As we head into lap number 100, as Rickard is continuing to lead this race. Meanwhile, Christian Lawson sitting in the 7th spot, trying to hold off the 94 of Altus. And he's working on the back bumper of the 15 of Hoffman. Boy, it's been a rough night for Dylan Grimm. Did not expect that. Dylan Grimm, he was bad fast, winning almost every week as a 53 almost loses it. But the last couple weeks, Dylan Grimm has been putting up some stinkers. Not sure what's been going on with that 23 car. His luck isn't good here in Kentucky. We got Alex Buffoli. He's been in the back. BO8 looking like junk. And Will Bustler, not sure what happened to that one car. He qualified up front. I think he started 2nd. I don't know if he's got some damage or what's going on. But the one machine out of Virginia of Will Bustler, his car is junk. But I tell you who's not junk. It's your race leader, Scott Rickard, as he's out front. Race lead up to about 0.5 a second. So, folks, while we wait and see what happens, we know these guys, I think they're going to have to pit one more time. I'm not sure. Who knows? Well, let's go to a short break where we're going to be back shortly, but you're not going to miss a lap of action. We're going to stay tuned live here on the Speedway. Let me find a good tune for you to enjoy, because we got the best tunes in the business. Hutchinson Motorsports patented tunes coming right up. As we return back from break, we're here in lap number 114. We got a couple of battles up front, one of which is a race lead. Kyle Bolin able to take over the race lead, it appears, as the 05 of Rickard going to lose a couple of spots. Didn't see what happened there. Oh, the 44 makes a mistake. Here comes Tatum in the 21. Side by side. Kyle Bolin still your race leader for now. But the 21 of Tatum on the inside, which we've seen these guys, they're starting to get a little bit sideways, especially on the bottom. These cars are becoming a handful with these old tires. Ross Tatum taking over their race lead for now. And folks, here comes a 15 of Dylan Hoffman trying to take over the third spot from the GOAT. Don't count out that 15 as he's got the 30 right behind him on the back bumper. Almost lost it coming off the corner. The 15 trying to regroup here as Kyle Bolin maintaining the race lead. Things are finally getting interesting here, folks, on these old junk tires. These guys are wheeling it through the corners. You're seeing these cars kick sideways, and they're becoming a handful. Let's hop on board here. The GOAT, Scott Rickard. He's rolling the top, and you see the car sideways. Hear the tires screeching the whole corner. He's not saving anything. Rickard is shipping that thing into the corner. While Kyle Bolin maintaining the race lead, how about it, the Malcolm Nebraskan? He said he didn't expect to run up front here tonight, but that 44 machine is bad fast. Ross Tatum trying to find victory lane. Let's hop on board with this 21 car as he is rolling the very bottom. Let's size him up with the race leader here. Bolin continue to run he's going to the middle here. Throwing some dirty air on Tatum. 44 doing a good job defending that race lead. Little air blocking by the 44. Tatum looking to get inside. Not going to have enough coming out here. The 44 just gets a little bit of a better run coming out the corner. So we look through the field here. Zach Kreitz sitting in the 6th spot. He's watching these guys battle it right in front of him. There's Dylan Hoffman trying to get up to the 4th position again. Let's hop on board with this 15 car, Dylan Hoffman. Big run there on the 30 of Robinson. We got 2 lanes of racing here, folks. You're seeing the high line and the low line. They're both working about the same, which definitely helps for potential passing. So out front, Bolin still holding off that 21, but Tatum's on the back bumper looking to make a move. Here comes a mellow yellow 21 car, able to get underneath the 44, but is he going to have the momentum coming out? Not looking like it. Boy, Bolin doing a great job defending that race lead. Running high when he needs to and low when he needs to. He can put that car wherever he wants. With just about 26 laps left to go. I would assume these guys would have to pit once, but I'm not sure. Let's pull up the Hutchinson Motorsports pit strategy board, best pit strategy board in the business. They all pit about 38 laps ago. So finishing this one on about 60 laps. I could definitely see that happening. So they might be good on fuel. Well, meanwhile, while these guys continue to race around the speedway, never mind, I was going to pull somebody in, but they are not in the chat anymore. We're still green as Bolin trying to defend that 21. Tatum will not give it up, though. Every corner he's trying to get underneath that 44. Waiting for one slip up so we can take over that race lead. Let's hop on board with our second place car, Ross Tatum. Making it stick there that time. He might get a run coming out. Great corner by Tatum. Finally has a bit of a run on the backstretch. Can he make it happen here? A great 1 and 2 by Tatum. Can it translate into taking over that race lead? Side by side coming off the corner. Into the tri-oval. It's going to be close. It's still bowling for now. Tatum, this is really his best shot here to take over that race lead. Needs to make it stick there on the bottom. A decent corner there, but I'm not sure it's going to be good enough as the 44 of Bolin gets a bit of a run coming off the corner. As they're side by side, the 30 of Robinson starts to insert himself into this battle for the race lead. Into the tri-oval again. Side by side, it's still the 44 as your race leader. Boy, Robinson right there with him. Robinson's going to end up gaining a spot here due to this battle. Another thing to think about, Tatum running the bottom all the way around the track here, probably burning his tires up quite a bit. And he doesn't make the pass again. So Tatum might be roasting them tires, making that car stick there on the bottom. We're going to see how it pans out here as the 30 of Robinson right there on the back bumper with him. We got a 4-car race here for the race lead. Turn it into a side-by-side battle for second. Robinson rolling the high side as well as the 15 of Hoffman right behind him. Big run off the corner. Tatum might be able to take over the race lead heading into 3 and 4. Can he clear Bolin? Boy, if I'm Tatum, I'm throwing a slide job here. Here it comes, the mellow yellow 21 car. Ross Tatum, new race leader. Man, I'm not sure what happened. Bolin out of nowhere just kind of slipped up there. Lost a lot of speed that last lap. And he's dropping all the way from first to potentially third or fourth. 15 of Hoffman coming up the track. Almost junked him. So Tatum, your race leader, he's going to see if he can start to lead these guys. Hoffman still going to work on Robinson here. That's going to be a battle for third. 20 laps left to go here in Kentucky. Boy, it was a rough start. We had a bunch of cautions early on, but it has been clean and green for a while. We are down to it here. We got a handful of cars right here. This is probably the closest finish we might have in a while, other than the drafting tracks. Meanwhile, the GOAT, Scott Rickard, he's fell off. I think he burned his tires up a little early. Don't count him out, though, folks. If Rickard could get a caution here and get a quick restart, he'd be right back in it. So Ross Tatum still out front here. Kyle Bolin on the back bumper. Side by side battle for third here. Robinson on the bottom, Hoffman on the top. 17 laps left to go. Robinson takes the spot. Slide job taking over third with a crossover by Hoffman. Looks like Robinson going to hold the spot for now. As your race leader, Ross Tatum, starting to leave just a little bit. He's 0.4 of a second ahead. Tatum making that thing stick there on the bottom. He's definitely running a lot lower than anybody else up front. As we head into the start-finish line, about 15 laps left to go here tonight. It's like Scott Rickard taking over the 5th spot there from Zach Kreitz. Well, it's got to be a heartbreaker for Rickard. He led basically this whole race. This last long run, lost some speed, might have burned his tires up a touch. But for now, Ross Tatum out front here in the 21 Mellow Yellow machine. But it's not over yet. It looks like Bowling's starting to run him down a little bit. Race lead down to under 0.3 of a second. Tell you what, Tatum looking in his rearview mirror, he definitely wants to see these two race each other. He wants to see Robinson pull up beside that 44, slow him down a little bit. As that lap around the speedway, your race leader Ross Tatum put down a 31.72. Bowling with a 31.68. So pretty even lap times here for your top three. Starting to space out a little bit here. Looks like Tatum gaining a little ground that time around, about a 0.5 of a tenth gained. Race lead back up to 0.3 of a second. We got a lap car coming up. Looks like it's the 24. Brian Lynch has the bankrupt sponsor, Hooters. He thinks they're going to keep paying him. I don't think so. I think they're done, Brian. I think you put them out of business. Lynch going all the way to the top, staying out of this battle for the race lead. .44 of Bowling gained some ground there, but it looks like he just lost it in turns 1 and 2. Race lead was down to a tenth. It's back up to about 0.25 of a second. This time around, going to be 11 laps left to go here. Kentucky 220. Ross Tatum out front trying to hold off the 44 of Bowling and the 30 of Robinson. Can Kyle Bowling figure something out? Looks like every time he gains a little bit of ground on Tatum, he loses it the next time around. They're both about even speed, so it's going to be tough to make that pass. And it appears Tatum's actually pulling away a touch. Race lead up to about 3.5 tenths. 10 laps left to go here in Kentucky. Let's hop on board with Josh Robinson running in the 3rd position. Last season's points champion. Trying to find a way around that 44 of Bowling. It appears he's a touch faster than the 44. Just is struggling to find a way around. Well, even with the tire wear, it seems to have gotten tough to pass here. But Robinson might be making quick work here of Bowling for the 2nd spot. Side by side, Tatum loves what he's seeing. He wants these folks to stay side by side for a couple of laps. But it's not going to happen. Robinson taking over the spot. So Robinson has 9 laps left to go to shave off 0.4 of a second. Needs to figure something out. Needs to gain about 0.5 tenth every time around. Looks like he's losing some ground. Race lead up to 0.5 a second. Let's hop on board. Heading into turns 1 and 2 with 8 laps left to go. Josh Robinson sitting in the 2nd position. We got some a lap car coming up here. Not sure it's going to affect much. Robinson trying to downshift here, seeing if it'll make a difference for him. You got to put everything at it here. Got to figure something out, but it does look like he shaved off about a tenth of a second that time around. See if that can continue. Race lead down to about 0.3 of a second. Gained a full tenth that time around. Will Bustler getting lapped there. Catching Robinson at a bad time for Robinson. He's going to lose a little bit of ground having to run the straightaway down low. Race lead at 0.4 of a second. Going to be 6 laps left to go. It is go time for Josh Robinson. Last lap around the speedway. Identical lap times for Robinson and Tatum. Looks like he's shaving a bit of time there onto the backstretch here. Race lead down to 3/10. Then coming out, comparing lap times here, going to be 5 laps left to go. This time around, 0.4 of a second lead. Looks like Tatum actually gained about a 1/2 of a tenth on Robinson. So Tatum starting to pull away a touch. Running out of time here. Robinson running out of time here. 4 laps left to go. Still 0.4 of a second race lead. Ross Tatum looking good here. Has to be feeling good about potentially taking home this race. Definitely wants it to stay green. You do not want to see a caution right now if you're Ross Tatum. At this point, it would take a mistake here by Tatum to not win this race. Coming to the start-finish line, 3 laps left to go. Race lead at 0.3 of a second. As Robinson starts to pick it up, gained almost a tenth there. He's going to need to gain a full tenth here every lap around if he wants a shot at this thing. It looks like he's losing a bit of ground. His only hope is if Tatum catches this lap car here and it throws him off a touch. Two laps left to go here in Kentucky. Ross Tatum out front trying to hold off Josh Robinson. 1/2 a second lead here for Tatum. This would be his first win of the season. Been an up and down season, mostly down by Ross Tatum. He struggled. Had some bad wrecks happen. There's Alex Buffoli getting lapped here, heading into turns 1 and 2. Coming to the white flag this time around. Boy, Tatum is shipping that car. He is not saving anything. White flag in the air. We're going to have no cautions here, folks. Next flag's going to be the checkered. Heading into 1 and 2. Tatum out front. Plenty of room to take it easy. 0.3 of a second onto the backstretch. For the final time of the race, Ross Tatum heading into turns 3 and 4. Rolling the bottom line. Coming out of turn 4, the 21, Ross Tatum. Checkered flag in the air. Tatum wins it in Kentucky. Ross Tatum, your winner. Josh Robinson taking home second, followed by Dylan Hoffman, Kyle Bowling, and Scott Rickard, your top 5. So we can get Ross Tatum here in the chat. If you could hop in a chat quickly, Ross. Get this over with. It's a little late here. We want to get out of here. These great fans at home want to hear a quick interview. Parking it on the backstretch, letting everybody go by. What a big win for Ross Tatum. Here he is. Let's get him in here. Ross, Blake in the booth, you got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Hey, what a finish here tonight. Able to pull it off and take home the win. How'd the car feel?
Dude, it felt great. I really needed a long run, and we finally got one at the end, man. But that was a lot of fun racing Josh and Josh and Zach and all those guys. It was a lot of fun tonight, man. I can't believe I won on a regular track, so it's a pretty awesome night.
Yeah, you know, it looked like your car was sticking there on the bottom better than everybody else there at the end.
Yeah, I run a completely different line here than most people, and I run really, really low, so it really helps me out in the long runs, and it definitely helped me tonight. I was a little bit better in the long run, but I thought I'd pull away there at the end, but I was kind of stuck where I was. Couldn't really pull away from Josh or the rest of the guys, but it was a lot of good hard racing those last 60 laps. A lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, definitely a good finish after a rough start to this race. A bunch of early cautions. I kind of believe the difference here this week was your paint job. Your paint job finally showing up here, and then you're able to pull off the win.
Oh, so I actually had the mellow yellow and no white scheme this week?
Yeah,
oh,
you got the mellow yellow out here.
You know, got to support Coca-Cola. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah. But, hey, congratulations, Ross. Before you head out, you got any shout-outs or anything to add?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank Will Bustler for painting all my paint schemes at Bustler Racing Designs. Everybody go check him out. I got to thank my teammates Josh Altus and Will Bustler also. A lot of fun racing with those guys every Thursday. And I got to thank you in the booth. It's always awesome going back and watching your broadcast. You do a great job. And everyone at the league, Nate, and all those guys. So a lot of fun. Can't wait till next week.
Hey, well, hey, congratulations. I'll let you head down, celebrate with your team, and hopefully this won't be the last time we talk.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Josh Robinson, your winner here tonight, taking home the Kentucky 220. The 21, the Mellow Yellow 21 car, parking it in victory lane. We finally got his paint working. He's been driving a white car the last couple of weeks. We fixed it here. And the first time back out, Ross Tatum wins it. As we watch him burn it down here in Kentucky, folks, we're going to end the stream right here. Where else would you rather be? Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. We'll be back here Tuesday night, 5150 Cup Series. Then next week, next Thursday, right here, Stars and Stripes. Hutchinson Motorsports, world's #1 streaming service. Hope to see you back here same time, same place. Thanks for coming out.